Alright, today's the day that we finally go to the Nether, Albert. I'm gonna take my helmet, my sword and my flint and steel, and we're finally gonna be heading over there to the Nether to get the netherrack for my netherrack room. Isn't that right, Albert? We're gonna have so much netherrack. Alright, time to head over there. I'm sorry, Albert, but you can't come. It's a little dangerous, but I'm sure we'll be fine. The pigs are friendly, so we'll be fine. But I'm gonna head off to the Nether now. See you later. Whoop. What on earth is this place? What? I am not what? Oh, look, wait, why are you pointing that? Oh, no, stop it. No, stop it. I thought we were friends. I thought the locals were friendly. No, I don't want to have to use this on a fellow pig. No, stop attacking me. No, stop it. I'm gonna hurt you. You're not gonna like it. No, stop shooting me. No, I thought we were friends. I thought we were friends. Hi guys! Welcome to this video where it's update of the pig, and we're gonna be having a lot of fun looking at what this update has to provide for us in the context of amazing pigs and other bad stuff. So let's have a look. Let's prepare ourselves, because last time we went into the Nether it didn't end well, but I got plenty to just be good with. I can prepare. I can fight back this time, and so let's just head off to the Nether. With that, we can just go. So, these are the new mobs that you can find in the Nether. You have the Hoglin. It's quite a nice creature really, that wants to probably kill you, but you can breed it with some of the new fungus, and it's like the new source of food that you can get from the Nether. And yeah, it's all lovely. But yeah, don't get too close or you'll get killed. And if you decide to take one of these bad boys over to the overworld, well, you're going to be in for a shock, because it'll turn into one of these dudes. And they're a bit less nice, they're kind of dying inside. And yeah, there's a zombified version of the Hoglins called the Zoglins. And yeah, they're not too nice really. They're kind of scary. But yeah, let's move on to the next new mob, and this one is called a piglin. And you don't want to mess with these guys, because they wanna kill you basically. They kind of inhabit the Nether. However, if you want to not get killed by them, you can wear some gold armor, and they won't bother you that much, and unless you decide to like kill them and steal from them and you know, that kind of stuff. They kind of like gold a lot, so you can also trade with them. You can barter. They're nice if you're wearing gold, because they like gold. But they also turn to zombies if you take them to the overworld, presenting the new version of the zombie pigman, the zombie piglin. And they're just the same basically. They're still quite neutral. They won't kill you unless you kill them. And yeah, they're just the old guys, but they look slightly different. They've been retextured and stuff. And yeah, that's the basics on them. And then here, over here, you have a little place where we're keeping our new friend Barry the Strider, and he can be used to go over the lava. And this item over here, the warped fungus on a stick, can be used to ride him like a pig. But strangely, he is not he's the only new mob who isn't a pig, which is kind of ironic when you think about it. You can breed these with some fungus as well. Let's have a look at these, this amazing creature. Let me just write him out. He turns to a different color when he's not in lava. He's more purplish. But I can instruct him to go where I want, because he really wants to eat this fungus. But he's a bit slower outside of lava. But yeah, he's a lovely little soul. We'll just let you go back into your lava. He's a lot more comfortable in there, and he's not all shivering. So bye Barry for now. Anyway, now we gotta move on to seeing all the new biomes that have been added to this world in the Nether. I hope you enjoy watching me go through these. This is a crimson forest, and it is a wonderful place full of red fungi trees. And you can make wood into those trees. And yeah, this is a place where you can find all sorts of mobs like zombified piglins, and hoglins. You might be able to see some of them around if you look carefully enough. And it's quite a wonderful place. It's like, have you ever really expected to see trees in Nether? I certainly hadn't, but I think they work. They're quite red and stuff. And yeah, I'm quite happy with them. I'll go to the next place now. This is the Warped Forest, and it's like the Crimson Forest, but it's all blue, and it's not what you really expect from a Nether, but you know, it's cool. You get all kinds of things here, like Striders, which is like Barry. Endermen also spawn here, so if you want to get some Endermen and go to the end, you just come here. They spawn a lot. Except the Nether is quite dangerous in itself, so you kind of don't want to come here. But it is quite lovely, and there's lots of nature around, and the hue around this area is quite blue, and I find that weird, but it's kind of nice as well, and you know, it's the Nether still. Welcome to the Soul Sand Valley, a place full of soul sand and soil where you can just collect lots of souls. I don't know. There's lots of things here, like there are some pillars made out of basalt, which is a new thing you can find here in the Nether. They just kind of go up from the ceiling to the lava, and it's quite weird, but I mean, if you want it, it's okay. Here in the Soul Sand Valley you can find lots of things like just normal skeletons, ghasts, as you should be able to see, and Endermen also come here, so yeah, that's pretty good for you. And yeah, this place is interesting because, well, there's blue fire from the soul sand, which is new, and exciting, and you know, next. Here in the Soul Sand Valley, you can find these new structures, which are called Nether fossils, and they're basically just giant bone structures that you find in the Nether. They're not all that big, but they are quite nice, and you can just have a nice walk through them, and yeah, it's quite lovely. If you like walking through things that died like a long time ago, and you know, there are still skeletons, ghasts, and endermen that can be around the area since we're still in the Soul Sand Valley. So we have a little friend here apparently. He's called Boris. But for the time being, we're gonna have to leave you, Boris, and go to the next location, okay? Is that fine? Alright. This is the Basalt Delta, where you can find ghasts, magma cubes, and striders, and they're all quite lovely just living around this area. But that's not all you can find here. As you can see, there's quite a stockpile of this new thing called basalt. If you need basalt, come here. There's an abundance of it. Like, it's just waiting to be mined, and you know, it's big and it's here. You can also get blackstone, as you see in my hand now. And if you want blackstone, get some here too. There's nothing stopping you. Get some. This is the Bastion Remnants, and well, it's kind of what it says on the tin. You have lots of death going around, and it's just kind of a destroyed structure that you're not particularly familiar with, but it's not that nice to look at, and it's just reminding you that all your structures will eventually be gone. Sleep well at night. You can find lots of different piglins around here with special armor that grants them more defense, because they like to protect things apparently, and yeah, they like to hunt the hoglins here, I guess. So I don't know what to tell you. It's just this big stronghold thing you can find in the Nether now. So enjoy. And that brings us to the end of our tour around the Nether. I hope you have your own good experiences with travelling in the Nether, and I hope you have lots of stories about the inevitable many times that you died. And share them if you like, but no one comments anyway. Okay, so let's move on and look back in the overworld at some things that we've gathered together. So, if we have a look over here, we can see that there's an amazing structure that is called a ruined portal, and it's basically just a portal that's broken, that there's been loads of netherrack and stuff and magma blocks that have just kind of spread onto our world. But yeah, it's just kind of really nice, and I quite like it a lot. But there's also some loot associated with it, so you can get some stuff. And here is a little crying obsidian thing, which is a bit weird, really. But it's like upset, I guess, about something. But yeah, that's the ruined portal. Right, and now we move our attention onto these wonderful items over here. They are truly great. They're just a netherite selection, and they're just tools made out of netherite, and yeah, we love them. So you get these ancient debris from under the lava surface in the Nether, and you can turn those into netherite scrap, which you see next to it. And then you can turn that into netherite ingots, and then into blocks if you want. You can use the netherite ingots in combination with some nice diamond equipment to create the netherite terrain, which is superior to diamond equipment, except for the hoe, which is not really that much better. I guess it's probably more durable. But yeah, that's netherite. That's kind of a big deal in this update. Let's move on to these lovely objects. You have the chiseled and cracked new nether bricks and the new quartz bricks, and they're quite snazzy. This is basalt, and it is lovely. You can find it in the Nether in its normal style, which is on your left, and here is the polished variety, which kind of looks like wood. If you follow me behind here, you can see that, like a cobblestone generator, you can get basalt by using soil, which we'll get onto later, and blue ice. With the combination of lava, which you can find in the Nether freely, and you get some normal basalt. I hope that's going to be useful to you all, because, I mean, it's useful to me if I ever want to use this obscure ore. Okay, let's move on to this wonderful thing, which is called blackstone, and it comes in a variety of different forms. And yeah, lots to learn about these magical objects, and they come in all kinds of different forms. There's a lot. If you want to make something out of this, then you're in luck. There's way too much. Okay, let's move on. to this section over here, which is amazing. And as you can see, you got the two new types of wood, which is made out of these lovely, lovely fungi. You got the crimson selection and the warped selection from the stems, and the hyphae, which is just like the normal wood, which is four-sided, which is also very lovely. And let's move on to some more natural products, and they are like basically just vines, roots and sprouts, and the shroomlight, which is like glowstone, except it's just another light source in the nether, because you want some variety, really, don't you? Yeah, so if we just move on to some more natural stuff, well, a bit natural, you have the nylium, which is just basically some life living on some netherrack and some gold ore that you can find in the nether. And if you turn around, you can see some lovely, lovely things which you can think. So this is a respawn anchor, and it allows you to respawn in the nether. It's basically just a really expensive bed that that's gonna be a lot more effort than it's worth. And you also have this, which is a lodestone, and in combination with a compass, which you can see here, you can make the compass by activating it. You can make the compass point towards the lodestone instead of north, east, south, and west. Because who doesn't want an easy way back to their base? You know? Yeah. Right, so let's move along to the light section, as I like to call it. We have a nice selection of blue lights. Now that soul sand can be lit on fire to create a blue flame, not the grass, the blue flame, and it's quite it's quite nice, really. Yeah. I specifically like this campfire, which you can light on fire and make blue as well. And the torch is pretty snazzy too, although it has less light. And the blue flames are also quite distressing, because they take a lot of damage compared to other fires. Because as we all know, blue flames are dangerous, kids. We move along to this lovely place where we have a warped quartz block, some soul soil, and some crying obsidian, as well as the snout banner pattern to fit in with the update of the pig, because it's lovely and everyone knows it's the update. There's also soul speed, which is just basically walking on soul sand faster, because we all know how difficult that can be from time to time. And there's this lovely new disc created by Lena Rain, which we will now listen to. Okay, that's all for that little party break. Now, so there's some final installments to this update that we'd like to just point out. They're a bit different from the rest of the stuff, but you can now shoot at these target block things, and they send out a redstone signal for shooting at them, basically. So you could just have some archery competitions, and it would be great. And if you look up there, there's some chains on that lantern, and that's another new thing. You can just extend the lanterns, basically, and it's great if you want long lanterns. And yeah, that's basically everything that we have in store. I hope you've enjoyed this. Here's some glass. I hope you enjoy this glass. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else we have to say except, well, just try to keep sane. Bye.